first, I want to start with your friendship. Tell me a little bit about how the two of you know each other.
Well, we knew of each other through comedy. And I think there was a mutual respect there, but we really hadn't crossed paths until um, when was Roberta's thing?
It was probably only 8 years ago, and it was actually after I had seen your show the first time.
Oh,
So, but I had always been a fan, and
likewise.
I'd always known of Monica, and people would always say to me, "She's your best friend." I was about to do the Irma Bombeck Writers Workshop in Dayton, Ohio, and they were looking for a keynote speaker. And I thought, oh, Monica could do that. And she was just brilliant.
I think that's when we really bonded at
Right.
the Irma Bombeck Writers Workshop in Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
I mean, here we're in Dayton, Ohio. What else? I mean, there were fabulous women there, fabulous writers, but you know,
Yeah, I
we,
mean, I think being somebody's friend is speaking their language, and Monica and I just really get each other, and it's all about sense of humor, right, Sari?
Yep.
it's sense of humor, but it's also there's just you can have friends that I have friends that I've had for 40 years. I was two when we met. No, I have friends seriously 40 years close, because we were children when we met, and but there are other friends that you meet later in life when you're in a different place, and there's just this an instant connection, and that's what we have. And
Yes, I mean, I've met and made friends sitting next to them on airplanes, and I go, well, I sit next to many people on airplanes, so what is it about the few that I still connect with? And I'm gonna go back, Monica, to sense of humor because I think sense of humor gives you so much insight into who a person is. Like I love watching something with you because I see how you laugh.
yeah, all right. So
Okay.
you get the fact that we're madly in love.
I love that. It's true. Sense of humor is everything. I was telling Wendy before you got on. I mean, I've that was to me, I mean, you inspired me to do stand-up comedy. You were like the gold standard for me of a female Jewish woman who wanted to just talk about life and experiences and in a way that resonates with people and makes people feel heard and laugh and all of that. So I love that you two are doing, you get to do this together. Wendy opening your show for you. Do you, as female comics, as female writers, Jewish voices, um, how do you feel like you support each other? How do you elevate each other?
Wow, I
I
think
give you Malamars.
she Malamars, you know, Sari, you know about Malamars? This cookie, this iconic cookie that actually has a season. I've never known a cookie that had a season before. And in Malamars, because the chocolate is so important, according to the owners of Malamars, that they cannot sell them past a certain date before spring, they have to stop selling them, because if they ship them someplace in transit and it's too hot, the chocolate melts and it changes the texture, whatever. So she knows that there's a small window where I can get Malamars. And whenever I'm down or I'm feeling blue or something's coming up or something's happened, I Amazon arrives and I go, what did I order? I didn't order anything. And it's Malamars from,
I've tried other things off season.
yeah.
They're not as good.
All right. So we've done the Malamar. Um,
So we lift each other up.
we looked
Just knowing that Monica is in the world is, I just love that.
There are certain things that, in a friendship that you really wouldn't share with anyone else. Things that are, if you feel like, oh God, I'm one of those people who's complaining a lot lately. No one wants that. No one wants to hear that. I'll call her. She'll listen and she'll call me. Uh, that's just the way it is. All right. But about the show, the other thing that's great is that I respect her comedy so much. I respect her ability to write a joke, to craft a joke, to think of just the things that occur to her are so out there that they wouldn't occur to me. And she kills. I mean, people just adore her. But our comedy is so different. She's more cerebral, more she'll
Absurd.
well, yes, and I'm crazy physical. I'll tell a story, and so we're very different. So that's what makes it easy for us to perform together, because it's not just, oh, two Jewish women talking about men and dating, and it's nothing like that at all. We're very different, and that's why I think we make a great team as a lineup for a show.
What does it feel like now? Because you've had this smash off-Broadway hit for a while, and now you're bringing it to the Saban Theater for one night. What does that mean to you?
Exciting because, well, it's going to be interesting. I'll say that because um, I'm used to performing it at the Braid in Santa Monica. It's a very intimate room. It's small. I mean, it seats maybe. Well, don't tell the fire marshal, but 100 on a good night, but mainly 75 people, and the Saban, of course, is so gorgeous, so grandiose. So it's really going to be fun to see how I can create that intimacy with them that I love in a bigger space, and how we can make it so we're just, I like to make it feel like they're at a dinner party, and it's just I'm so excited about it.
And I've seen it twice. And the first time I saw it was before we were besties. And it was great. It was at the Braid at the previous location. And 10 years later or 8 years later, was it, when you did it again?
Yeah,
It was even more brilliant. And
thank you.
I just was in and still am in awe of Monica's talent, her ability to tell stories. And that's where we're very different, Sari. She's a storyteller and weaves in themes about Judaism and life, Whereas I tell one-liners that are, I just want the audience to feel a little lighter than they felt when they walked into the theater. So we are very different, very complementary. And I just want to say that her show, and I'm a little biased because of our friendship, but it is so brilliant. I recommend this show to everybody I know.
I love that. I've actually been talking about it on other podcasts. I have not seen it yet, but
Oh,
I'm so excited.
are you coming on the 9th?
I would love
November
to.
9th, everyone.
Yeah, I would
November 9th.
I would love to.
Oh,
I've
good.
been very excited about this, and like I said, you two really are like the dream lineup. I'm curious to how, Monica, how your show has evolved. Like, what are people going to get at the Saban that maybe they haven't experienced before?
Well, you know, I am, it's, this show is like a living, breathing thing that grows, that changes. And I think now, because of where we are in our lives as Americans and as Jews, especially, I think even if someone's seen it before, they might have seen it at the. I mean, I have friends who've literally seen it 7 times. So, Wendy, you really have to
I
step up
know.
the game.
Well,
You,
I'll see it on the 9th.
okay, good. But um, now it's it's a time to celebrate what it feels like to be Jewish again. But understand, this show is not very Jewish, Jewish, Jewish. It's not like that. It's about being human. It's human values. And yes, there's funny references to my Jewish family and my Jewish grandmother and what she taught me, and adopting a son who was born of a Christian mother and raising him Jewish, and how he reacts to that, um, because he wasn't born Jewish, but he became Jewish. And anyway, but the point is that it's for everybody. I mean, if you've suffered the death of a parent, if you've adopted a child, if you've given up a child for adoption, because I really let them get to know who that birth mother was, because we spent a lot of time together, and and if you've suffered cancer and survived, it really touches on. I know people at home are going, that doesn't sound like a comedy, but it really is. It's just, it's kind of how the Jewish tradition of taking everything in with humor. Whatever it is, you've got to find the humor in it. And that is a survival tool. And anyway, that's why I love doing it. But it's a time to celebrate being Jewish if you're Jewish. And if you're not, it gives you a way of really understanding us better and appreciating who we are. And, that's why I love, especially now. I mean, when I did it in New York, um, it was a whole different experience at a bigger theater and all that. It was great. But now it's evolved. Well, first we've added music, which we didn't have before, which is really beautiful, poignant, gorgeous music just at the right times. But it's just a different time for Jews right now. And I think seeing this play, even if you've seen it before, you will just feel something you might not have felt before.
And you'll laugh hilariously from start to finish and cry.
So I have to ask you, Wendy, what can you tease a little bit about what you might be opening with?
Uh, well, I'm doing 15 minutes of stand up. And as I said, I just like the audience to be amused. I'm like the amuse bouche to the main course. um, I just like to get people in the mood to laugh. So I don't want to give away my material, but lately I've been, you know, I wonder about the world and if maybe I bought too many forever stamps. But I do talk a lot about my husband and
Sorry, I coughed. I didn't even hear what you said. You talk a lot about what?
my husband.
Oh, yeah. He's hilarious. I love him.
He's the funniest person I know, other than Monica, but he's very, very shy. So I talk about him and just growing up in New York. Um, Usually the audience, a lot of the audience is from New York, I find.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to give away the material, but
But there's so much I identify with you both. I'm from New York originally,
oh,
but
where?
Long Island.
Me too.
Yeah,
Roslyn, 110 Crescent Lane.
Baldwin. I grew up in Baldwin, but I left in the 90s, so it was before things.
I left in the 90s too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's good to be in LA now. Um I do want to ask you both because Monica, you do touch on it, what it means to be a Jewish American woman. And I would love to hear from both of you. Just what does it mean to you?
Well, you know, as you know, I'm going to be performing this at the Saban, but it's the Temple of the Arts. That's where they have their services. And I open my play because it's the truth and it's my life. That when I was growing up, we didn't belong to a temple. But on the high holy days, my mother would make us dress up and stand outside the apartment building so it looked like we just got home from temple. So, I mean, that's how Jewish I was. But you see, I don't think that you have to be that going to temple is what makes you Jewish. With us, it's so much of the culture. Um, it's like my father, I can hear my mother, David, get ready. The Feingolds are coming over. And he'd say, Feingolds, Schmeingolds. It's the bottom of the ninth. And that was his way. That's the Jewish way of dismissing something unpleasant by adding a shmuh in front of it, right? Daddy, Mickey Weintraub doesn't want to be my boyfriend anymore. Mickey Schmicky, you're 10, you'll get over it. So, and like at Passover, because my father was so funny, at Passover he'd go, and then Moses said, Pharaoh Schmero. So I'm Jewish in cultural ways. I'm Jewish. I have to say, this really happened 2 days ago, and I still can't stop laughing. I went into a laughing fit, like I couldn't believe how hard I was laughing. I was reading I'm a big sports fan, and I was reading a column about a hockey player named Schmaltz. That's his name, Schmaltz. And I went, wait a minute, there's a hockey player named Schmaltz? Isn't that what you put in chopped liver to make it taste good? Schmaltz, schmaltz. So I started laughing so hard. And I said to my son, Jay, did you know there's a hockey player named Schmaltz? He said, yeah, Nick Schmaltz. He's good. And I went, oh my God. No one else thought it was as funny as I was. It's like, I forgot your question, actually. No, I think it was about being a Jewish American woman, right? Well, that's, now that I'm older and I'm single, so, but I'm no longer, it no longer has to be a Jewish guy. I like it to be a Jewish guy if I meet someone, but it's not my requirement anymore because my Aunt Rose is dead. So because Aunt Rose was the one, is he Jewish? Is he Jewish? He's not Jewish? What's wrong with you? So um,
I married a Jewish guy, but it wasn't my goal. It's just we felt like familiar. We were like family. Well, I hope he's not family. But I had to do my 23andMe just to make sure we weren't related by blood. But I feel like being a Jewish woman, I feel like it's about family and it's about compassion. And as I've gotten older, I have felt more steeped in my family and understanding how important that is, even though I make fun of them mercilessly on stage.
well, there's one thing I want to add before we talk about not that Jewish, and that is that understand that if I am on a show with Wendy, I could just as easily be the opening act and she would follow me. This just happens to be this way for this performance. But
I
I,
would never want to have to follow you, Monica. Monica kills every audience in the good way.
oh God. All right.
Okay.
Not that Jewish. I'm urging you because here's the thing. I'm you asked me how it's evolved and all that, and it has, and it keeps evolving. But as Wendy mentioned, it was uh, it actually premiered in LA 10 years ago. So I'm itching to do something new. Um, so as I love doing Not That Jewish. We're actually going to be doing it. I'm going to be touring with it a little bit. So anyone out there, out in the country who wants to see it, book it at your JCC or your temple or your theater. But I'm I'm also working now that I'm older. I want to talk about that. I want to write about where I am now in my life. So I think I'm Wendy. You like I'm I'm working on a new piece called The Seven Stages of Shrinking. Shock, denial. So um, I love Not That Jewish. I will do it anywhere, anytime, anyone who wants it. I love doing it. I love seeing people be so moved emotionally that they're laughing and then they're taking out their hankies and then they're laughing again. I love doing it, but I'm also ready to see what else is on the horizon.
I just want to say one thing about Not That Jewish, that you know how like sometimes you hear a song and you're like, that song is classic. It's always been around. Nobody wrote it. It just had to be in the world. I feel that about your play, Monica, that it's just so perfect and timeless and classic, and everybody should see it.
Oh, thank you. I agree.
And you can do new stuff too about
Okay.
shrinking.
Do it all. I say do it all. Is there anything else you want to add?
Um,
I have a friend coming in from North Carolina to see it.
oh wow. Oh wow.
I know.
It's exciting. Um, I just want to say, first of all, if you've never been to or experienced the Saban Theater, that's also something that you really need to experience because it is so gorgeous. The Art Deco in the lobby, it's just, you feel like you're in old LA, real. It's in Beverly Hills, but it feels like old Hollywood in there.
Yeah.
It's just such a beautiful theater with perfect lighting, acoustics. Not that the Braid didn't, the Braid does also, but it's small and intimate. It's a different experience. And I can't wait to do it there. And, you really out there, come see it. November 9th, the Saban Theater. Doors open at 5:30. The show is at 7:30. And they allowed 2 hours just for people to mingle in this beautiful space. And
The kibitz. They're gonna kibitz and eat Malamars.
only if you supply, a couple of hundred boxes. Um, I can't wait to do it, and I think you'll feel my enthusiasm for it once you're there. So,
I'm so honored to be opening for
oh
you.
God, thank you. Sabantheater.org, I believe, right? Sabantheater.org for tickets, and
Not that Jewish.
not that Jewish.
November 9th. Oh, thank you both so much. I loved hanging out
Yeah.
with you both today. It was such a
Thank you.
joy. It was such a joy.
Oh, can I add one last thing?
Yes.
I ran into someone the other day who, I don't know if you know this, uh, Sari, I was the head writer of Rugrats. Um, and so I ran into someone who just said that Rugrats changed her life when she was little, and the Passover episode and the Hanukkah episode just made her so happy to be Jewish. And it just made me think that maybe my next venture will be back in animation. I don't know. I've been toying with that idea as well. So that's it. If you were a Rugrats fan growing up,
Oh, I love this. I love this. Oh my gosh. I, for one, would love to see that. So fully have my support.
oh, thank you. You're a great interviewer.
Thank you.